Let's try this again. My Eric. Oh, I need help. Anyways, my name is Eric. Oh, take another drink, Eric. Okay, maybe, I don't know. Anyways, my name is Eric, the limping comedian. I don't know what was so fucking. Okay, I gotta quit. Anyways, oh shit. I'm crying now. Anyways, where the hell was that? I'm Eric, the limping comedian. And honestly, that was not planned. But anyways, I'm in doing a new segment, comedy from home. Because I live about an hour away to where I can, where I perform comedy, and this is just to help me get going. And honestly, that laugh was not even planned. But anyways, I'll start with some older jokes or throw in some older jokes that I've already done on stage, either on stage or that's on YouTube already. Check out, I'm aspiring music writer, the limping comedian, or just type in the limping comedian. There's like 4 or 5 of them. So, man, and I'm gonna start doing these about once a week, hopefully. Get back on track. But anyways, it sucks being single. My balls are so blue, they are bluer than the mountains on the Cruel Light cans. And then another thing what gets me is these stupid fake profiles on Facebook. I get them all the time. I've already talked about one, but I had one recently the other day, and I am drinking some Apple Evan Williams whiskey and Coke. That when I do it at home, I can drink a little bit more too. I don't usually, because I gotta drive, so I don't drink and drive. But anyways, so but the other day, like a couple months ago, I was on the internet, and or on Facebook. I don't know. Where was I going with that? Anyways, I was on the internet, or Facebook. Sorry, I'll get this right here in a minute. Drinking some more whiskey, Eric. Ooh, that's good. This tastes just like a Jolly Rancher. Green apple Jolly Rancher. But anyways, I was on Facebook, and it was one of them stupid, I figured it was a fake profile, you know, because it was a really good looking girl, you know, with her tits hanging out, you know, and I mean, don't get me wrong, I love looking at that stuff, but I'm like, come on, really? Now they're not even trying. That's what gets me. They're not even trying to, like, disguise how, you know, if it's a fake profile or not, you know. But anyways, and so I added this girl, which I knew it was 99%. I knew 98% sure it was a fake profile. And sure enough, she's like, "Hey, baby, how are you?" I'm like, "Good, how are you?" You know, and we're talking back and forth, just normal stuff, you know. And all of a sudden she goes, "I'm looking for a man that won't cheat on me and blah, 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 fucking blah. Yeah, I knew what it was, I just went along with it. So just to fuck with her, I was like, well, I cheated on my wife once and told her. She's like, you have? I was like, yeah. I was like, no, I'm just fucking with you. She's like, what? I said, yeah, I'm just fucking with you. She goes, so you never cheated on your wife? I said, no, but I'm on an acid trip right now. She goes, you are? I said, no, I'm just fucking with you again. And she goes, you are? I was like, no, I've been drinking since noon. You have? I said, no, I'm just fucking with you again. Well, she got mad. She's like, well, you need to go to a mental hospital. I was like, well, I've been there twice. I wouldn't recommend it. And honestly, I have. I have been twice. And, I mean, it worked wonders for me, but, I still wouldn't recommend it. There's some shit in there I never want to see again. And, but what was funny, she goes, oh, I'm so sorry, baby. Oh, God, can you give it a rest? And so after a while, I didn't hear her. I was like, yeah. It was like 15 minutes. I hadn't heard from her. And I was like, well, she probably gave up or whatever. She was like, hey, can you send me $50? I'm like, delete. If y'all don't remember, I'm a kid from the 90s. And that kind of is weird, but I've always had a crush on Avril Lavigne. Even when she had the tie and she looked like a boy, she was still hot to me. But I've always wanted to ask Avril Lavigne out if I had the chance, but I'm not a skater boy, and that would make things so complicated. If you get the joke, you're a 90s kid. If you don't get the joke, or if you get the joke and you're not a 90s kid, kudos to knowing your music. But also, years ago, well, it hadn't been years, about 6-7 years ago, I was down in Dardanelle, Arkansas. I was down in Dardanelle, Arkansas to watch Jason Bourne and the Stragglers. I'm a big Red Dirt, Texas, Oklahoma music fan. And this guy comes up to me and goes, hey, man, you want to meet John Daly? And my first thought was, well, who the fuck is John Daly? I'm not a sports person at all. Football, basketball, soccer, hockey, golf, I don't know anything. The only two things I can tell you about sports is Michael Jordan was 23 and played for the Bulls when the first go around. And there was a pitcher named Doc Ellis that pitched a no-hitter while tripping out on an LSD. And that was only because I heard that in a Todd Snyder song. But I was like, it took me, I was like, oh, that's who John Daly is, I told my dad a couple days later, we were at his house eating or doing something or other. He was, oh, that's cool, And my mom was like, you did not meet John Daly. You sure did not. I was like, well, I was there. I'm pretty sure it was John Daly. I didn't get a picture or nothing. I didn't think about it. Oh, you did not meet John Daly. He was on TV that day. Of course, my grandma was one you just didn't argue with, And whatever, But yes, I have met John Daly. I don't know. He was really drunk, so. Then it was funny. My grandma, we don't call her grandma. We called her Mimi when she was alive. And, but she was very strict, as in, you don't talk about sex, you don't look at boobs or tits or anything until you're married, You don't do this or you don't do that. You don't have premarital sex. And I think I was like 12, 13 years old, maybe a little bit older, not much. But anyways, and every year, they have the, what's it called? Oh, God, what's it? Miss America pageant. Yeah, that's what it is. No, I don't know this stuff. I'm not that drunk. Okay, maybe I am. And, but anyways, and they had the evening wear contest and this contest and that contest. Well, during the bikini contest, and I was watching it, my eyes were, And, big as that. I mean, I'm still a virgin, so I'm like, ooh, titties are awesome. But anyways, my grandma comes in. My grandma drank beer her whole life. And she come in there with a beer. She's like, look at them girls with them boobies hanging out. I'm like, my 13-year-old stuff like, I know. I'm watching it, A couple years ago, I was at her house watching something. Same thing. Look at them girls with them boobies hanging out. I'm like, I know. So, yeah, I'm not the best comedian. I'm just starting out. I don't know if I'm doing good. Let me know. Probably not. I suck. No. I do better if I'm on stage, but I'm just trying to help or get, some. This is really all old stuff. I'm going to throw in a few new stuff. But, the fake profile wasn't new stuff. But it was funny though. I was like, yeah, I've been to the mental hospital. I wouldn't recommend it though. Funny thing is, I will tell you a true story. Honest to God, I make a lot of stuff up. This is absolutely the truth. When I was in 7th grade, I think it was 7th, 6th or 7th grade, I can't remember. I used to go and hang out with a buddy of mine named Jordan. And, we became really close that year. And, but he's like, dude, what music do you listen to? I said, I don't know, Tim McGraw, Toby Keith, Confederate Railroad, stuff like that was on the radio, mid-90s stuff, He's like, have you ever heard of hip-hop? My first thought is, what in the world's hip-hop? I've never heard of it. I don't know nothing about it. He goes, there's this group called NWA, which I'm just doing this for the namesake, is niggas with attitude. And I only say that because that's what the name of it is. I think that term is very derogative. But that's the only time I'll use it is when. But NWA, which had Ice Cube, Dr. Dre, MC Ren, Eazy-E, Yella. I think there was one, I can't remember if there's one more or not. But anyway, a bunch of badass big names came out of that group. Rappers. But he goes, dude, you need to listen to this NWA stuff. And I listened to Straight Outta Compton. Straight Outta Compton, crazy motherfucker named Ice Cube. The gang called With Attitude, I was like, this is cool, but man, I said, I can't listen to this at my house. I said, my mom would kill me. My mom was we were very sheltered. We couldn't say gay, we couldn't say butt. We definitely couldn't say anything that Ice Cube was saying, or Dr. Dre, or any, He goes, this is what you do. I was like, what is that, He said, I'll burn a copy for you, and you just put Tim McGraw or Toby Keith or whatever on it, and she'll never know. I was like, that sounds like a good idea to my 13-year-old self, Thank God, thank the Lord, she never heard that, or I would have got my ass beat. And don't get me wrong, I don't think kids that age should be listening to it, but it helped me out later in years. And I'm very influenced by Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, which he wasn't part of NWA, but Ice Cube. I am very influenced by rappers, the gangster rappers, early 90s rappers. I write songs. My biggest influence is Eminem. Not that he's white, it had nothing to do with that. It's because he was like the biggest thing when I was a teenager. I mean, you could not listen to a radio station without Eminem being played. And I am mainly a country red dirt singer. I listen to a lot of Texas and Oklahoma music, which I've told y'all in an earlier video. But like I said, I just love the way that Eminem raps and the way his vocabulary is. He's probably got a better vocabulary, than most professional teachers out there, college professors out there. He was obsessed with, the dictionary. But anyways, another group, not group, but another thing I want to do is rap a little bit. Another one of my favorite rappers out there is Ice. Wait, no. I meant to say, I should say Ice Cube, that wasn't it. It's Too Short. I would call myself Sharky. I got the name from that when I was in high school still. I went out with some people, I'm not going to mention their names, and we were catching sharks out in South Carolina. It was really cool. I've never done that before. And I've never done it after either. But anyways, so we went out there and, we caught sharks. And I'm catching shark after shark after shark after shark. And about the fourth or fifth one, the guy goes, "Hey, you catch one more shark, you're going to have to drink a beer." Okay. First time I ever drank beer was the night before. I'm 17. And so, never drank beer except for that one time the night before. That half a beer got me drunker than shit. I didn't think nothing of it, so I cast my pole back out in the water. Sure enough, caught another shark. And they were about that big. I mean, they weren't that big, but, it was cool to catch sharks, And so anyways, I said, get a blue moon. Okay. Of course, I don't care for blue moon now, but it was alcohol at 17 or whatever it was. Sure enough, I kid you not, I downed this beer. Well, I didn't down it, but I drank it. Sure enough, cops come up wondering if we had licenses. But anyway, that's how I got my Sharky. That's how I got my nickname. And if I ever have the chance, God willing, to do a rap album, I would love to do one with Eminem. Do a song or two with Eminem. But anyways, and there's a song, I know I'm going back and forth. That's just how I am. But there's a song on one or two Shorts albums. It's like his first or second album. I can't remember which one. I think it's his second album, actually. There's a song called Freaky Tales. And I don't remember any of it right now. But I'm going to do a song called Virginity Tales. That I'm working. I hadn't wrote the whole song, but I'm working on it. And here's how it goes. Part of it, anyways. Yo, I don't throw leg, I throw thimble. My dick may be small, but it's very nimble. I hit that wet pussy like a drumstick on a cymbal, playing quarter notes on a cymbal. I'd love to have sex down in Wimbledon with a bootylicious Mexican or Afro-American that has dimples or perky nipples. That's all I got. Anyways, I'm sure this is about the stupidest thing you ever saw. But if you like it, subscribe to it. Subscribe to aspiring music writer. And also, happy Memorial Day to all the veterans that have fought for this country of ours to let us do stuff like that. And y'all have a nice day.